channel. On the technicals, we have with us Hitesh Idnani, founder and CEO, Crentech Consultants, who is joining us from our Kolkata studios. And on the fundamentals, Madhumita Ghosh, head research at Unicorn Financial Intermediaries, who is joining us from our Mumbai studios. Afternoon to both of you. Hitesh, I'll start with you. A new 52-week high being made, 5,400 taken out, but then we slipped pretty much around the news of the IP numbers not being in line. But that aside, do you think there is a case for perhaps new highs as we go along, perhaps even 5,500 being a reality very soon?
Market right now, we are at the top end of this range of 4785 to 5400, and when you're at the top end of a range, two things could happen. One, we could see a positive breakout and see higher highs, a big potential up move, or we could have faced strong resistance out there and start moving towards the bottom part of the range. So the trade now for traders, interest trading, would be to wait for a convincing breakout above 5400 and initiate fresh longs. But if you were to initiate a short, you could keep a stop loss of 5450 and initiate a short as well now. So both sides of the market could be traded, but it's a higher probability that we would be heading up higher rather than lower currently.
So on the technical front, there's a huge probability that perhaps we could be headed higher from current levels. Madhumita, where do you see the markets panning out? Good afternoon. Sir. Thanks for joining us here on Profit. What would you like to know?
Sir, I have RNRL 1500. So purchase at the rate of 67.50. So what is your suggestion, to hold or to keep it?
Dilip, how long have you been holding on?
It is just purchased 15 days back.
15 days back, Dilip has purchased RNRL. I want to know, should he hold, should he sell? Dilip, you're pretty much aware of the offer that R Power has put in for RNRL, I'm sure.
Yes. So that has made me cost that what you are showing the loss. That is loss due that only, because otherwise it was 65, 66 in that range.
All right. All right. So Dilip wants to know what he should do with the stock. And again, I just want to reiterate, R Power's offer for RNRL is on. It's a 1:4 swap ratio. So for every 4 shares of RNRL, the investor gets 1 share of Reliance Power. Let me pose this question first to Madhumita.
See, RNRL currently, strictly speaking, the charts are very bearish right now, and Dilip unfortunately got into this counter just before the move downwards happened. But RNRL is a counter which can see very sharp moves suddenly. I mean, most of the Reliance counters are like that. They're quite news driven, and you could see a sudden turnaround and a huge spike from there. So what I would suggest would be to hold on for some time with a view of exiting maybe when you see the next move happening. So I would not suggest you to exit current.
So hold on to your holding in RNRL. That's the view Hitesh has. Let's move on. Let's bring in our next query. It's an SMS that we have on Pipavav Shipyard that was sent to us by Amitabh. He's an insurance advisor who's sending us the SMS from Bihar. He holds 100 shares of Pipavav Shipyard that he bought at about 102. Wants to know what are the shorter term prospects as far as this particular stock is concerned. Of course, his timeline is the next 1 to 2 months. It's actually break even there. He's not making anything as far as an investment is concerned, but very news driven counter. Again, SKIL, the promoter entity, has been increasing its stake in Pipavav, and of course various news going around. They could be fundraising on the cards. The management has not denied it, perhaps bringing in a strategic investor. Various news doing the rounds as far as Pipavav is concerned. Hitesh, Pipavav Shipyard, very short term horizon, 1 to 2 months. The investor wants to know what is the outlook for this one. Again, a very news driven counter. What is your advice on this one?
The charts are very bullish right now, so my view would be to hold on, keep a stop loss of a close below 86, and obviously trail the stop loss as the price moves in your favor. Since the charts are very bullish, you could look at higher highs being made, possibly exit around the 125, 130 mark.
Alright, so possibly exit around the 120, 130 mark. The stock is in an uptrend. That's the view our technical analyst has. Madhumita, what is your Agrawal? He's an engineer joining us from Gujarat. Vikas, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on Profit. What would you like to know?
Good afternoon.
Yes, Vikas, go ahead.
Hello, my question is, I am having 75 shares of NMDC.
Yes, Vikas, I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
And I bought it in average 402 rupees.
And how long have you been holding on to this stock?
From last 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months. And what would you like
and
to
I can still hold it 3 to 4 or say 6 months.
All right, and what would you like to know?
Sorry?
What is your question on NMDC, Vikas?
Pardon?
Vikas, would you like to know how long to hold on to this stock? What is the kind of price target you're looking at?
I can hold it 6 months. 6 months.
All right. So Vikas wants to know what is the outlook. He can afford to hold on to this stock for the next 6 months. He purchased 75 shares of NMDC at an average price of 402. So he's sitting on a 10,000 odd rupee loss on his investment. 6 months is the maximum he can afford to hold on. Madhumita, I'll start with you. NMDC. A lot of news flow around this one, looking to revise the iron ore prices upwards on the quarterly contracts, plus acquisition also on the cards as far as mining assets are concerned. With a 6-month horizon, should the investor still hold on to this particular stock, given the fact that Madhumita has purely on fundamentals, the stock can retrace its way back to at least 350. Hitesh, NMDC, what's your call?
The charts of the entire metal and mining sector are very bearish currently, and NMDC is no different. It's been battered from its entry price of 402 to 265 levels where it's currently trading. So my call would be to exit this stock because the sector is looking bearish right now. The charts are bearish of all the stocks in the sector, not knowing where it would head. It could head down to 200, 150 levels in the next 6 to 8 months. So the idea would be to exit now and maybe get on to some other sectors which are more bullish currently.
All right, that's the view Hitesh, that's the view has on NMDC. Sell is what he maintains on this particular stock. Metal stocks looking bearish as far as the entire sector is concerned. All right, let's bring you brokerages, what they are saying on NMDC. Our next caller, we have with us Sanaika, homemaker from Mumbai. Sanaika, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Profit. What's your question?
I'm holding M&M. I want to know whether I should hold the stock or I should exit. There's further value in the stock.
How long have you been holding on to M&M?
Last 1 month.
Last 1 month, all right. She holds 100 shares of M&M that she bought at 625. The stock's right now at about 640. So the gains are there, but not substantial, considering that it's a big mover, especially an index stock there. M&M, it's just about flat today, nothing substantial happening, but a lot of news flow as well. SsangYong big could be the next big trigger for M&M. Price hikes were announced a couple of weeks ago, plus the CV segment has been quite bullish. They plan to bring in new models, and of course the small car news is also doing the round for Mahindra and Mahindra. Let's pose this question to Hitesh first. Hitesh, the investor has a very shorter term horizon, 1 month at max she wants to hold on. What is your advice on M&M?
Ashu, I agree with your views. M&M is one chart which is extremely bullish. The entire sector, auto sector, is very, very bullish right now. You couldn't get a better chart than this, so hold on to it. Keep a stop loss of a close below 575. Ride the trend, and in the next 1 month, you could see levels of 675 to 700, possibly 725 as well, and that would be a good exit point.
So 675, perhaps even 700. So trend is the friend at this point of time. That's the view Hitesh has. Madhumita, M&M. Welcome in our next caller. We have with us Gauri Shankar. He's a retired professional joining us from Bikaner. Mr. Shankar, good afternoon, sir. Thanks for joining us here on Profit. What would you like to know?
सर मैं चाहता हूँ कंट्री क्लब के लिए
हाँ जी, क्या पूछना चाहेंगे?
तो कंट्री क्लब का सोचते रहा मेरे पास 20 रुपये के भाव से
जी
120 रुपीज
जी, और आप क्या पूछना चाहेंगे?
कितने दिन तक होल्ड रखने से सुझाव होगा?
सो गौरी शंकर जी का सवाल है कंट्री क्लब पे, उनके पास 100 शेयर हैं इस कंपनी के 20 रुपए के भाव पे. वो पूछना चाहते हैं कि 10 से 15% की एप्रिसिएशन के लिए उनको कितनी देर और होल्ड करना पड़ेगा. हितेश, if I can pose this question to you in Hindi, the wants to know what to do. क्या करना चाहिए उनको अभी इसको रखना चाहिए या उनको अभी निकाल देना चाहिए?
देखिए, कंट्री क्लब का शेयर्स बहुत बेरिश हो गया है. इट हिट इन अ हाई ऑफ 224 इन जनवरी 2008 एंड वहां से लेके 7 रुपया तक गिर गया मार्च 2009 में. सो इट्स बीन अ ह्यूज फॉल ऑफ मोर देन 90-95%. अभी इट्स बीन रेंज बाउंड 15 से लेके 25 रुपया के रेंज में पिछले 6-8 महीने से है. सो वी नीड टू फॉर अ ब्रेकआउट ऑफ दिस रेंज. इफ इट ब्रेक्स आउट अबाउट 25, that would be a time to keep 25 as a stop loss and wait for a potential of 30-35. But if it goes below 15, you could keep 15 as a stop loss and that would be a good point to exit.
So हितेश के व्यू पॉइंट से 15 से 20 के भाव के बीच में ये स्टॉक ट्रेड कर रहा है. अगर ये 15 से नीचे जाता है तो उस पे इन्वेस्टर को ध्यान देना होगा, और अगर 20 से ऊपर जाता है तो 30 से 35 का टारगेट ये हिट कर सकता है. Madhumita, actually an email we have on BillCare. The email has been sent to us by Ved. He's an IT professional sending us the query from Bangalore. Wants to know, he actually holds around 2,875 shares of BillCare that he chased at about 600 rupees a share, and he's making a massive loss, 5,18,794. And at a loss of words, that's a massive loss the investor has made on this one. We'll try and see what the experts have to say on this one. Hitesh, the investor is sitting on a massive loss, wants to know what should he do on the long prospects of the stock. He's already taking a loss of about 5 lakh odd rupees, and he's a huge amount of holding, actually 2,800 odd shares in a stock like BillCare. What he should do? Should he keep on averaging? Should he hold on for perhaps trying to nullify losses? What should he do?
See, this is the problem of not having a stop loss in a trade. Unfortunately, this stock is very bearish right now, and we could potentially see lower levels. It's fallen from a high of 1828 in Jan 2008 to 280 in March 2009. Currently, it's been in a broader range of 355 to 600 for the last 8 to 9 months. So all that I could say is, obviously, currently booking a loss seems very painful. You could wait for a move below 350. If it goes below 350, that would be a point in time to exit, because it's broken down from the range and we could see much lower levels. On the upside, if it continues to rally towards the top end on the range, we could look at exiting somewhere between the 650 to 750 mark. Maybe 750 would be a good target.
So on the upside, perhaps the investor can look to exit at the 750 target, but stocks looking bearish on the charts. Madhumita, we'll wrap up this edition of Buy or Sell, but before we wrap up this show, I just want to take picks and disclosures from our market panel. Madhumita, I'll start with you first. Hitesh, your picks and disclosures?
I'm very bullish on GlaxoSmithKline Pharma. The charts are very bullish right now. It's in a smooth uptrend. Current market price around 2100 levels. We could enter with a stop loss of 2040 and a target of 2300. Similarly, Asian Paints, it's had a huge up move, but the trend, like you said, trend is your best friend. So we could ride on to this trend right now, go long with a stop loss of 2250 with a target of 2600 to 2650. And by way of disclosure, Trend Tech Consultants, me or any of our clients could be having holdings in any of the stocks discussed today.
All right, Mita and Hitesh.